I've never shared this so publicly before, but I've struggled intensely with stage fright. I know those sensations: the sweaty palms, the pounding pulse, the shortness of breath, your pulse pounding or racing, your chest tightening, that dry mouth. I know the thoughts, the self critical inner monologue, that black hole you fall into on stage, where you can't remember the measure before or the measure after. It's actually haunted me on and off since a very young age. I remember leaving the stage in tears as a 4-year-old after messing up at a public recital. I also remember burning, yes, burning my audition form and lying about it, getting lost in the mail as a middle school trumpet player. And I remember nearly walking out of my college piano juries in a fit of self-sabotaging horror at one tiny little mistake. And even as recently as just a few years ago, I had a resurgence of those old symptoms. At a small, intimate public recital playing a Bach piano piece I've known by heart for over 15 years, I had a brief memory slip that almost sent me into a tailspin and nearly derailed my performance. And yet, I can say that I've not only learned how to manage that anxiety, I now thrive in stressful and high-stakes performances. I look forward to surprise and spontaneity, and I relish opportunities to deliver focused, flowing performances with presence and poise. In fact, some of my favorite performances now are ones that are completely improvised and made up right there on the spot. So recently, I've been fascinated by my trajectory from a timid youth to a confident professional. I've tried to reverse engineer exactly what has made such a difference for me over the decades. And I've also put my obsessive bent for research to work, scouring scholarly journals and combing through top insights from neuroscience and sports psychology. And after all that, I've distilled my method of transformation down to just 3 core pillars. Number 1, body. Accepting the body's threat response of fight, flight, or freeze. Not running from it, but actually learning how just to accept it and sit with it. And number 2, mindset, an awareness of that inner game of mindset and psychology. And number 3, at a soul level, reconnecting with the joy of playing music through improvisation. So now I'm ready to share my approach with others. I'm extending an invitation for folks who struggle with stage fright to reach out and contact me. Initially, I'm looking for musicians, but I may eventually open up to other performers or public speakers down the road. Right now, I'm looking for a handful of people who are the right fit to coach. So whether or not we end up working together, I'm opening up some time slots on my calendar to connect with folks who are ready and motivated to do 3 things. Number 1, get crystal clear on what you want your future to look like as a performer. I'll listen for the passion for playing that might lie dormant beneath your doubts and your fears. Number 2, discover exactly where you're stuck. I'll create a safe space for you to voice out loud those private insecurities and obstacles that are preventing you from transforming your playing. And number 3, create an action plan to overcome stage fright. And for those who are interested, I'll also share about how you can apply to work with me in a more in-depth program, and we'll see if it's a good fit. But whether or not we end up working together, I'll offer you some concrete next steps which, when you apply them, will help you increase your confidence. I am so passionate about helping performing artists overcome their fears and unleash their innate creativity. I'm no longer willing to let others struggle silently, thinking they're all alone. And here's the secret: they're not. Performance anxiety is much, much more prevalent than anyone is let on, especially in professional music circles. But as passionate performers turn down auditions, delay booking gigs, and avoid other performance opportunities, they deny the world their artistry and their talent. So if you or someone you know want to chat, go here to schedule a time. Go to this link and you get a slot on my calendar where we can chat for a few minutes. I'll leave that up for a second if you want to take a picture of that QR code, and you can pause this, or at the end I'll actually leave this link up again. So this time is on the house. Whether or not we move forward together in this coaching program, it will be an opportunity to explore how to move yourself from a frozen and fearful place to a flowing and fun-filled state as a performer. Just a PS, while these complimentary calls I'm offering are free, I am committed to helping you with the right resources, whether or not we end up working together. But if it's a good fit and we do move forward, this coaching program I'm offering will be an investment. Right now I have a full plate these days, and I only want to coach a select handful group of performers who will have some skin in the game. However, if you apply and you're accepted into this initial round of my program, I guarantee you'll get my personal attention and you'll get to work with me at a deep, deep discount. Because this is a pilot program of this, when you choose to work with me in this initial round, you'll help me validate this method, which has successfully transformed my own stage presence. And because I'm eventually planning to develop this into a course to launch on an even broader scale, right now I'm looking to build a portfolio of testimonials and looking to share my students' success stories. So I am personally guaranteeing that I will work with you in this program until you get from frozen to flowing. And anyone who's privately studied with me knows that I won't settle for anything less than total transformation. And I find a deep joy and satisfaction in helping people remove the barriers holding them back from sharing their skill and their creativity. So if you're ready to learn more, go here and book a free call, and we'll connect for a few minutes. Again, go to this link, calendly.com/evanbazunik/connection-call. Thanks so much for watching. Let's connect. Go ahead and book your call. Again, you can take a picture of that QR code. It'll take you right to that link on my calendar. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to talk to you soon.